Alright, so today we're going to have a lesson on point-slope form. The point-slope equation of a non-vertical line with a slope of m that goes through the ordered pair x1, y1 is given by the following formula. We're going to have y minus, and we're going to have the y1 coordinate of the ordered pair. That's going to be equal to m times the quantity x minus the x1 of the ordered pair. Alright, so all we're doing is substituting in when we're given an ordered pair and a slope. We're going to substitute it into this formula, and that will give us the point-slope form equation of a line. Alright, so let's take a look at these two examples here, and we're supposed to give the point-slope form of the equation of the line with the given slope and point. So if we take this first one, we're going to have y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. And again, this is your x1, that's your y1. So we're just going to substitute in. We would have y minus negative 5 equals 3/4, then parentheses x minus 2. Okay, and there's no point in having this minus negative right here, so let's just go ahead and turn that into y plus 5 equals 3/4 x minus 2. And that's your answer for part A. Okay, for part B, again, we're going to have the same equation. So y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. Alright. And again, this is x1, that's y1. Go ahead and substitute in, and we're going to have y minus 3 equals negative 2 parentheses x minus 0. And instead of leaving it like that, since we have this minus 0, we know 0, when we distribute, it's not going to, we're not going to have anything there because 0 times anything is 0, so we would just have it set equal to negative 2x. You could see it written either way. Okay. So those are the two possible answers for part B. Alright, so in example 2, we're supposed to give the point-slope form of the equation that passes through the given points. The only difference between these two problems and the last two problems that we did is that we're actually going to have to figure out the slope first, which is a skill that we should already have at this point. And the slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So for this problem, we're going to have 11 minus negative 7 over 5 minus 2, so that would be 18 over 3, which would give us a slope of 6. So this is the slope that we're going to use. And we're just going to pick one of the ordered pairs, so let this be x1, y1. Okay, and then we'll write the equation. So it would be y minus negative 7 equals 6, parentheses x minus 2. And just to double check and make sure, and we do have this minus and negative, so let's go ahead and turn that into y plus 7 equals 6, parentheses x minus 2. Okay. And again, we're going to end up having to do the same thing on the other side. When we do the slope, we're going to have 4 minus 4 and 4 minus 2. So slope 4 minus 4, 4 minus 2. So that slope would be 0 over 2, which is 0. So then when we substitute in, we're going to have y minus 4 equals 0. And be x minus 2. Okay. And again, if you remember from the last set of problems that we did, when we're multiplying by 0, it's just going to give you 0, so we can actually make this y minus 4 equals 0. Alright, you might also see it actually solved out and written as y is equal to 4. Okay. Alright, in example 3, we're supposed to write an equation in point-slope form using the given table. And again, the main difference in this problem is that we are not given the slope, so we're actually going to have to figure out the slope. And we can use any two ordered pairs in this problem to figure out the slope. I'm going to do 480 minus 300 over 8 minus 5. So that would be 180 over 3, which would be 60. And then again, we're just going to pick one of the ordered pairs off of this table to write. So I'm going to let that be x1 and let that be y1. So this be y minus 300 equals 60 times x minus 5. Okay. And there's my equation in point-slope form. And if you want to take this a little bit further, that slope of 60 means that we're filling up that pool at a rate of 60 gallons per hour. Alright, and the last problem that we're going to look at for this lesson, what is the graph of the equation y plus 3 is equal to negative 2/3 parentheses x minus 4 times the quantity x minus 4. This is your y1, this is your m, and this is your x1. But remember, it's supposed to be in the form y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So this right there is your x1. But when we look at the y and it has that plus 3, if we were to write it as minus, it would actually be written as y minus negative 3. And then negative 2/3 x minus 4. Okay, so that means that our ordered pair is actually going to be 4, negative 3. Our slope would be negative 2/3. Okay, so if we come over here and graph that, we need an xy coordinate plane. So there's my x, there's my y-axis. We'll go ahead and plot the order pair 4, negative 3. 1, 2, 3. Put our point there at 4, negative 3. Then we're going to use the slope. Now the slope of negative 2 over 3 tells me I could go down to right 3. I could also go up 2, but then I would have to go left 3. Okay, so if I do that, if I start out by using down to right 3, 1, 2, 3, put a point there. Then if I went the other way, I would go up 2 over 1, 2, 3. And you see those are all going to be on that line. So see if we can draw that in. And that would be the graph of that line. So there's your lesson on point slope. Just remember it's y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1.